This is Hound Dog Steve coming to you on Sunday the 8th of October, Thanksgiving weekend. And what else would we be doing on Thanksgiving weekend other than enjoying the fruits of our labour? And I have a wonderful second crop of raspberries coming on. I'm now eating raspberries every day for the second time in the season. Amazing. I'm so glad I built this mesh pen for them to grow in and to keep the birds off. So the lettuce is all gone, but I am still getting lots of beets, and I'm sure I'm going to end up doing some of these down, but beets will go right on into the fall, so enjoy them whilst you got them. Yeah, good crop of beets this year. Tomatoes are just about all down. I got a few green ones there. I don't know whether they will ripen up, but yeah, I had a great crop of tomatoes this year. And believe it or not, in that weed bed I have another crop of cilantro coming up. There we go. And the rest is the mustard plants that were chopped up, the hot mustard, and they've been dug into the ground. But yeah, we could probably get some lemon balm. I don't know whether these seeds are going to germinate in here, but the basil is all turned to seed. I'll be collecting that when it dries out. Still getting some mint. And there's some sage for my turkey. Don't you just love turkey on Thanksgiving? I cut back that nettle so many times and it just keeps coming on, and it keeps looking more lush every time it grows back. My sunflowers got so heavy there, they all fell and leant on each other. Anyway, they'll be just waiting for the birds to come in. So probably next weekend I'm going to start cutting some of this stuff down, chopping it back for winter time, cleaning it up. It's all getting ready to die off. But we have had an excellent run of weather, and as you can see, this is the mustard. It's a nice robust growth. See, and I'm starting to realize, you see these yellowing leaves here? See how this isn't doing very well? This was planted quite a while ago, and I think it's because there is still fusarium in this bed, and it is affecting the mustard. So second crop, because when you get your second crop in, it seems like there's a much easier time of it. You see, it just becomes much stronger growth. Anyway, I pulled all the peppers out the other day because they're done for the season, and I will slowly but surely get around to tidying these beds before winter rolls in, and hopefully get some kind of cover crop on there, maybe clover. And yes, I still have lots of carrots. Look at that. They're doing really well. Because the carrots love this weather, and so does the kale. This, by the way, is horseradish. I have a nice little patch of horseradish here, and again I will be digging that up before the fall is completely upon us, and making my own horseradish. And my God, does this stuff ever make the hairs in your nose stand on end. Look at that, even got a few peas coming back up. Nature is persistent, there is no doubt about that. Lots of curly kale. I'll be eating that for a while yet too. Marigold's still providing some colour. So this is the chore this afternoon. I'm going to harvest some potatoes. I already dug one bed, and I couldn't believe the potatoes that I dug out of that bed. Now this, I put a cover crop of mustard on this bed, and I put hay underneath to make some more soil. And this mustard, you see, even if it doesn't come to full flower, it will hold that soil in place so it doesn't get blown away with the winter time winds. And the same with this. And as you can see, we're coming along. Because this is a long weekend and there won't be much going on tomorrow, I will be finishing off these hoops. And if I get a moment, I may go and pick up the plastic, although I won't be putting any plastic on this year. And I think I'm going to oil the outside of these boards to try and preserve them a little bit from the weather. But yes, I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased with the way this is coming along. This will make a very nice greenhouse. So this here is what your second crop of mustard should look like, and you will see how robust this growth is. You don't see really any yellowing of leaves, and I believe that this will flower before the fall sets in. Okay, so for harvesting potatoes, I just like to put a glove on my hand and use my hand to pull up the spuds, because I hate it when the fork digs into the spud and damages the outside. My friends, is the raised bed difference. This is the perfect growing environment for the lowly spud, and look at that. That spud is almost as big as my hand. Happy, 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 happy Thanksgiving. Now when it comes to potatoes and stuff like that, and tomatoes, because there is such a risk of carrying fusarium, I always get rid of my cuttings. They go in the brown paper bags and they go off to the city to be composted, where the temperature will kill the spores. So I would suggest you do the same. Any cuttings or clippings, unless you know that they are absolutely clean and clear, Do not put them into your compost. Get rid of them, and you know, of course, the leaves and the upper part of potatoes are, I believe, they're poisonous. So yeah, you really don't want to put this into your compost. Okay. So this is my haul from one bed of potatoes. I think I'm going to have enough spuds to get me through the best part of winter, because I'll tell you, once you start eating your own spuds, you'll never want to go back to store-bought. Now, I don't know if you can see down there, that is a bone, just a regular old dog bone, and that is slowly breaking down and putting calcium back into the ground again. And these are the kind of things, this is sort of like a real down-to-earth bone meal. So I got one more bed to dig, and you'll notice I haven't disturbed my last flowering sunflower, and I've got another stack in my shed over there of potatoes. So yeah, this is a pretty big bounty, a pretty good bounty. Been very pleased with the garden this year, and extremely pleased overall with the raised bed and the hugelkultur. I think this is living proof that this does work, and it is definitely a viable option, certainly for this area. Anyway, this is Hound Dog Steve wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving, to you and your family. I hope you have a safe weekend, and I hope that, like myself, you'll be gathered around a turkey with some excellent friends and family. So be well, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.